Hey guys, what's going on? The new pool just came out of Season X Heroes, and so I will do a quick video on this, explaining whether or not it's worth it to go for this pool and who the heroes are. So you can already see we have the Lone Wolf, the Wanderer, Koshé, and Organic. We may have one more, the Patriot. Okay, interesting. So first glance, I would say this pool is not very worth it. There's basically 5 Season X heroes, 4 regular orange heroes. So you're kind of competing out of 9 heroes, sort of. Generally, you're going to get 1 Season X heroes in every 80 to 100 tickets, give or take, on average. So with 5 heroes, you'll kind of want over 1,000 tickets. You want probably 1,250, maybe even 1,500 tickets to max all of these heroes, and then every duplicate you'll pretty much take off 100 or something like that. So if you had 3 out of 4 for every single one of those heroes, then obviously you'll need significantly less, but you could end up just recruiting a 7 organics or something like that. So RNG definitely plays a role in these pools, but kind of that's a safe bet to go along with is something like 1,250 to 1,500 to max everybody. Forgive the airplane flying by. That's what happens when you're in a busy metropolitan or metropolis, I guess. So anyway, I have about 688. I'm definitely skipping this pool, and I'll kind of explain why, and I'll explain these heroes and how good they are. So I'm actually going to start from the Wanderer. The Wanderer is pretty bad. He's probably the worst fighter in Season X. Sven at least has a role taking tiles. That might have been changed very recently, but the Wanderer is not very good. He doesn't really provide much of anything. I mean, he obviously, he has skills, but compared to the Season X heroes, he's not very good. Compared to other heroes, he's okay. Previous seasons, he'll probably do better than, I don't know, the Courageous or Viscount or somebody like that. Maybe even not Viscount. But anyway, he's not very good, so definitely -1 for this pool so far. Similar to the Patriot. The Patriot's probably the worst art shooter hero in Season X. He's really not that good. The front row squad has a 70% chance to counterattack for the first 3 turns, which deals 250. Not a very good counterattack because it's only for 3 turns. So you can basically divide this by 2.5. So it comes out to 100, and it's only a 70% chance. If we want to do the math that way. His 5th ability, very low chance with a prep, and it really doesn't even do that much damage. So not that good. The debuff is decent, but it only lasts 1 turn. So you're really only going to use this skill maybe twice in a battle. So it's not as effective as it could be. He just gets damage to himself, but he doesn't do much damage at all. So it's kind of pointless. I don't know why. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But again, he's not very good. So. And then he pretty much just, for the first 3 turns, 2 friendly squads have a 70% chance to be sober, which means they're basically CC resistant. And then they get increased might, but it's not good. Valkyries is better kind of in every way. So the Patriot, another minus. So right now this pool is at -2, which is not good. Maybe even a little bit more if you consider how bad those Season X heroes are. The Koshé, he's good. So he's probably in the second best shooter lineups or some of the top shooter lineups. He pairs well with Nomad. He pairs well with Anna. He pairs well with Rose. So he's a pretty good overall shooter hero. He even pairs fine with some of the non-Season X heroes, so you don't need Nomad, for example. You can place him with Deus Ex, Koshé, and then I don't know, let's just say Hummingbird or the Professional or somebody like that. It's not he's not reliant on anybody else, so he is good for that instance. He basically just does a lot of basic attack stuff, so he's good with Anna. Koshé, Anna, Nomad's a good lineup. Koshé, Rose, Nomad, good lineup. Yeah, or some of the other ones I mentioned before, Deus Ex, Koshé, Nomad, some things like that. The best shooter lineup right now, the best shooter formation, is probably Valkyrie, Anna, Nomad. And so Koshé doesn't really fall into that. But, sorry, I just had to readjust my earphone. But he's definitely in some of the top ones. So he's good. I'll give him a +1 for this. He's not the best. So Nomad is arguably just better than Koshé. But Koshé is probably the second best shooter hero. Better, maybe a little bit better than Rose. So yeah, +1. So we're still at -1 for this pool. The Lone Wolf is okay. She's worse than Canoness. She's worse than Gluttony. She's worse than Iron Sentinel. So she's just kind of middle to bottom tier in terms of Season X. She's basically a knight. Like, she does basically the same thing as knight, is what I'm trying to say. But she's also, like, what I mean by that is she's a damage focused fighter hero that you put in the back line. Usually fighter squads aren't like damage focused. They're kind of like healer tanks, more sort of defensive focused. So she's a little bit strange. But yeah, she does pretty good damage. So that's something. Anyway, I'll probably just give her like a 0. Like I said, she's kind of middle of the road in terms of fighters. She's if she's your only Season X hero, you're not going to beat like any of the good combos. So I'll just give her a 0. So we're still at -1. And then we have Organic. So the reason why I didn't do Organic first is because he recently got reworked and people are considering him nerfed. Not reworked, sorry. There was a bug fix apparently to his 8th ability. And so he might be worse. I don't know. I haven't really seen enough data to consider him worse. But people are basically saying that Kamikaze, Heaven's Redemption, Death Rider will beat the previously thought of as the best combo, which was Heaven's Redemption, Organic, Death Rider. I'm still going to say Organic is a good hero. He's still worth it to get. Heaven's Redemption's better. Death Rider are better for vehicle heroes. Likely. And potentially Kamikaze is also better now. So Organic is still good. I'll still give it a +1. He basically has CC and he does some decent damage. You do kind of need squads around Organic, so you need squads that can CC the enemies. He can CC, so he kind of synergizes well with himself, but his 5th ability, really, you want CC heroes, which is why you'd have like Heaven's Redemption and Death Rider for example. I use them with like Caesar and Ivanov, or Ivanov Anna, something like that. You can even do something like Farseer if you had her, or Death Rider. I think I already mentioned him, but yeah, combos like that work well with Organic. So he can't really just be placed in any random squad. He won't be as good. He'll still be okay, but if you place him with squads with CC, he becomes fairly good, and he kicks it up a notch. So overall, man, this pool is not that good in my opinion. It's basically an overall score of 0. So I wouldn't recommend going for this. The other one was definitely better, and then the subsequent ones will be better. Basically, it's guaranteed to have Gluttony, and then like a combo of Kamikaze, Death Rider, Crusher, Sven, just not that good. And that might be it. I'm not really sure if there's any more Season X heroes actually than the ones that have already been in the previous pools. They're probably just going to have to pull some from the previous pools. But yeah. So anyway, I would say probably not the best APC, or sorry, the best recruitment pool. And you should probably save your tickets. That's all I'm going to say for now. If you guys have a different opinion, please let me know. But the way I see it, not a good pool. Probably one of the worst pools you could get. If Koshe wasn't in here, and it was like Hunk or somebody like that, or Sven, I would definitely say like bad pool and to not go for it. Koshe and Organic are really the only ones you want out of this pool. And like I said, they're probably not the best heroes right now. Koshe is definitely not the best shooter. Organic's definitely not the best vehicle hero. So take it as you will. Anyway, that's about it for me. Again, like I said before, I'm pretty much saving up for next week. I'll probably get around 750, and then I'll try to draw during the Gluttony pool. So anyway, I'll try to get this up quick so you guys know what you're getting into. And again, my recommendation is don't use your tickets. All right, again, another plane, so that's my cue to leave. As always, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned, stay safe, and have fun. All right, peace.